Hey YouTube. With the release of Union Arena, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to make a deck profile starring the Green Kurapika deck. So let's get into it. Overall, this deck has been performing pretty well. It's pretty oppressive late game with when you able to get out the Sniper Kurapika. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with our 0-drops. The first, we have 4 of the vanilla Kurapika. Obviously you need a raid target, so it needs a 0-drop, 15 BP, and then has a trigger when it gets hidden life, just add to hand. Pretty good, you need it. Then I'm running 4 Mito. Mito is really good. She only has 500 BP, but on play you're able to target any of your characters and give it +1, which is really good, especially for one of your 0-drops. And then she has a really amazing active ability as well. When she's hidden life, you can restand one of your frontline characters and give it +3, so you're able to do an extra block with that. But yeah, overall really a good card, and it plays well with some other cards in the deck as well. And then to round off the 0-drops, I have 2 Puckles. Puckle's good. I used to run at 4, but usually Kurapika later on kind of takes care of all the problem characters on your opponent's front line, so you're not really needing that impact negate. But it's still nice to run up as 2 of, because it's still 0-drop, and you know, just seeing it early, you want to get set up, so it's pretty good. Now onto our 1-drops. Our 1-drops are, we're going to start off with our 4 Leoderos. He's really good because he's a dual energy generator, and with Kurapika being 7 energy, you kind of have to you literally need in the back line 2 energy generators and then one energy generator. But yeah, so on play for him, you return one other character on your field with 1 or less energy to your hand, and then if you can't, you bounce him back to hand. So he's actually really good with the Mitos. You can bounce your Mitos back to hand, which is really cool. So you can recycle your Mitos like that. And yeah, you never really want to push him up unless you're going for game though, because he is only 15. So, but yeah, he's still a really solid card. And then the last of the 1-drops I'm running is Melody. This is a new addition to the deck. I'm trying it out because she's able to generate energy even when she's on the front line. So let's say you're not able to get the full 7 generation in the back. You can still technically promote her to the front line and then place something else in the back line, and she's still generating energy. So it's just a little way for you to kind of cheat with the energy system. And get your Kurapikas out. So I'm trying her at 2. We'll see how it works out though. Onto the 2-drops, I'm running 4 Netero. Again, Netero, he generates an extra energy when he's unsuspended. So you know, just that extra energy generation, and he's another 2-drop, so it's pretty easy to get out. Just a overall really good target. And then I'm running 2 Wings. Wings are just really good in general. They're kind of like the Mitos, where you just you rest him and then you can give any character +1. And yeah, just overall just a really good card. And then I'm running, for our 3-drops, I'm running 4 of the Kurapikas. These are the ones that if you're generating 6 energy, they get +1, and that's going to be both turns. So he becomes a 4K on your turn and your opponent's turn, so he's able to block some attacks pretty effectively. And he also generates 2 energy, which is really nice. So if you need that extra bit of energy to get into your Sniper Kurapika, he's able to ride it for you. And he's also a raid target, right? You can raid on top of him. So yeah, really cool. And then we have the 4 3-drop Leodeos. Again, he's straight up just a vanilla, but he does generate the 2 energy, and he does have an active trigger as well to restand and give +3s, which is nice. Nothing really too much to talk about here. And then I'm running 2 Gons. Gon is really good. He's just a very generically good card. His ability is when he's base 3k, but his ability is when his BP is 4k, he gains impact 1. So basically, if you pair it with the wings, every turn you suspend the wing, you give Gon +1, he gains impact. Or with the Mitos on play, you target the Gon, goes to 4K, he gains impact. Yeah, just a really good card. Threatens lethal a lot, and 4K is always pretty generically hard to get over without like using a special trigger or anything, or BP minus. So yeah, pretty good. Next, I'm running 3 water deviations. These are essentially a better action draw, right? Because action draw you can only do it after you draw, and you have to pay an AP. Or this one, you just pay the AP, but you get to look at the top 2 first, and then decide if you want to keep those. Yeah, then you can draw 2, or you can put them back in any order at the top or bottom, and then draw 2. And then in life, when it's triggered, it's just draw a card, which is also really good. But yeah, it's basically I don't know if you guys play Magic. It's Scry 2 essentially. Scry 2, then draw 2, which is really good. So these Hunter license is pretty self-explanatory. These are going to be your final triggers of the deck. I believe across all games all decks they have a similar thing. So it's 3 action, 3 energy, 1 action point. Then it just restands 2 AP, so you get 1 AP back essentially. And then the final trigger is when it's hit. If it's the last card that's hit in life, you get to recover 1 to your life. So keeping you alive essentially. And yeah, it's just really good. Overall, I don't know why you wouldn't run 4 of a final trigger, but yeah. For our color triggers, we have the 5-drop Kurapika, so the 5 energy, 1 action point. This Kurapika is, again, it's really good, it's another Kurapika, and he has the ability when you generate 6 energy, you gain impact, right? And he's base 4K, which is really cool. And he also, when he's played and when attacking, you can look at the top card of your deck and put it at the top or bottom, so it's a little bit of cycling, which is nice. And again, he's another raid target for Kurapika, for the sniper Kurapika, so yeah, he's just really good. And he's your color trigger. His color trigger is when he's hit in life, you play 1 green card with 2 or less energy requirements and 1 AP cost from your hand, and you set to the field active. So if he's hit in life, and let's say your opponent has another swing coming through, you can play a chump blocker, or you can place like a Mito or something to give one of your other front lines enough BP to survive the attack. Stuff like that. Just color trigger is really good. You only have 4 of them in the deck, 4 final, 4 color, and then 4 special triggers. So this is your color trigger of choice. Really good. And then for our special triggers, special trigger, I'm using Emperor Time. It's 5 energy, 1 action. This is really good, obviously, in the Kurapika deck. So what it does is... sorry about that. What it does is you can choose a character on your field, and then it gains +3k BP until the end of your turn. And then when that character would win a battle, you get to draw a card. And then specifically, if you targeted a Kurapika, that Kurapika also gains Sniper for the turn. So that's essentially going to be your main removal tool. It can target any of the Kurapikas that you've seen before, which is really cool. The lowest BP is 15k, so this would put it up to 45, which will get over almost anything. And you don't really have to give it to Kurapika, which is pretty cool. So you can actually target the Gon earlier and give it +3, and because it's over 4, it gains Sniper. Oh, sorry, it gains Impact, not Sniper. But yeah, and then this is your special trigger. So special trigger, when it's hit in life, you just sideline a character, which is obviously really good. And yeah, this is overall really good card. And then for our last 4 cards, we have the Sniper Kurapika. This is your boss card of the deck. It's really good at. It's very effective. He costs 7 energy, so you really do need a lot of energy to build up to him, and 1 action point. And his ability is so you can raid over any Kurapika to get your effects. He has Impact 1 straight out, so even if they try to block, he does 1 damage. And he's base 5k, so he's very chunky. and he's usually going to win the fight most of the time, especially with Emperor time. He goes up to 8k. And then on play, you're able to either choose one of your opponent's frontline characters and rest it, or you give Kurapika Sniper. The first ability, I mean, it's nice. I tend to never really use this ability. It's more defensive. Let's say they hit the Kurapika in life, you're able to raid with it, and then you can rest one of their other attackers, so it can kind of save you that way. But usually you want to use it more offensively in hand and give it Sniper, because again, he's 5k, so he's going to run over most things, and so you can snipe one of your opponent's frontline characters, probably one of their impact characters or one of the problem characters, and then you still get a damage out of it because he has impact 1. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward what the deck does. You kind of just turbo your energy and then you ramp into the Sniper Kurapika. Overall, this deck is pretty fun. It's pretty oppressive, and you can do some little shenanigans too with the energy system and all that stuff too. Especially with I do want to try out the melodies. But yeah, if you guys want to see any gameplay videos, let me know. I'm actually really enjoying this deck, and yeah, thanks for watching.